Good afternoon. How are you doing? Let's see if this works because I'm actually out on the balcony and sometimes the Wi-Fi is not brilliant here. I wanted to share something with you that I think might be really, really helpful. And I've talked about this before, but I think it's well worth repeating. Hello, my darling. How you doing? Hi, Mish. How you diddling, love? Louise, oh my God, everybody's here. What's going on? I'm really looking. Everything always works out for me. Like always. I fall in shit and come up smelling of roses every time. And I wanted to share something that's gone on this week that I thought might be quite helpful. So, on Saturday, we've got... Hi, Shah. How are you doing, darling? On Saturday, we have got Courageous as Fuck, which is our in-person, full-day retreat in London. I'm coming from Paris to London. I'm going to be doing it with... She's on here now. The gorgeous Jenna, Scorpio Moon Coach, and Faye, your cosmic coach, Faye Jahan. And we're doing a full day retreat for people in London. And what happened, so the group is already set up. We've already got a group set up. The people that are coming are all in there and we are kind of like setting the scene. There's some pre-work to do. People are connecting. And obviously there's been like logistics and stuff going on in there as well. And by the way, there is one place left if you fancy joining us this Saturday in Peckham, in southeast London. It is going to be mind-blowing. Anyway, so we're in the group, we're organising things. And one of the people that joined, that is coming on Saturday, joined. And some people are coming, someone's coming from Switzerland, like people are coming in from all over the UK. And someone was like, I haven't organised any accommodation and I'm kind of like a little bit freaking out about this accommodation. And hi, Tor. In fact, she's here now, Sammy. Can you remember me saying this to you when you first got in the group for Courageous as Fuck? Other people had arranged their accommodation and Sammy hadn't arranged hers, and she needs accommodation for like 2 nights. She's coming up from Exeter, she's coming up from the seaside. And I was like in the group and I said, why don't you just trust that everything's going to work out? Because we're really lucky and everything always works out for us. And this is a mantra that I continue to use. And I've just realised someone else that's coming to Courageous as Fuck also uses this mantra and has got the wildest story about how it worked out for her. So anyway, yesterday, Sunday, a message is sent through to 3 of the people that are coming to say, your hotel's cancelled. We're cancelling all bookings, right? At this point, Sammy didn't have her accommodation sorted. She had a backup one, but there was no solid one. And we were like, trust that everything is going to work out. What if we just trust that everything is going to work out? When I went to Spain, I didn't know all the details of this retreat, but I trusted myself enough and the people that were hosting it that everything would work out perfectly. So they got this email yesterday saying it's cancelled, the hotel's cancelled. Now, getting a hotel in London, it's not like snap your fingers that easy kind of thing. You've got your budget, you've got the area, you need to make sure that the transport's going to get you to the venue and stuff. But the first thing that I said when somebody came into the group and said, I don't know if you've seen, but the hotel's cancelled for next Saturday, was, listen, we're really lucky and everything always works out for us. The universe has got our back at all times. What happened over the next few hours was, first of all, people came together. Second of all, of course, we're really lucky and everything works out for us. The 4 people have now ended up finding an Airbnb, a really nice Airbnb. It's perfectly situated for this day retreat that we're going to be doing on Saturday. Instead of them all paying 160 quid each per night, they're paying something like 50 quid each. It is 13 quid in an Uber shared by 4 people away from the venue and from where we're going out for dinner, because we've got like some pre-retreat event. We're going to all go out for dinner, and we've got a Sunday brunch as well going on as well, and morning coffee on Sunday. All of this happened that, like, I suppose what I'm coming here to say today is you have a choice. You have a choice in every moment. All suffering is a choice. You can react to that and respond to that by going, oh my God, it's fucking cancelled. What are we going to do? London's really difficult to book accommodation in, blah, 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 and get really, really stressed out about it. Or you can say to yourself, I'm really lucky and everything always works out for me, and start the process of sorting things out. You actually choose to suffer when you start stressing out about things like this. And in the end, actually, that cancellation of that hotel has worked out to be the best possible thing that could have happened. Everybody is now staying together, somewhere even better, somewhere cheaper, somewhere more convenient. It got me thinking, and again, about somebody else who I said to them, like, just play with this mantra. I'm really lucky and everything always works out for me. It is a totally different vibe that you approach things from. So this person, I'm not going to say her name, they arrived back from a holiday they came back into an airport, right? Somebody that I work with one-to-one, and they're coming to a courageous as fuck as well. And we just talked about this idea of, like, all suffering is a choice. You get to move through things how you want to. They came back to the airport where their car was parked after their trip away. The car was gone. The car had been nicked from the airport car park. And she said to me afterwards, she relayed this story to me after the fact, obviously. And she was like, obviously, I was like, shit, car's gone. What are we going to do? We're here with the kids. Like, oh my God, what happens next? And then I said to myself, I'm really lucky and everything always works out for me. And so they started the process of reporting the car stolen to the police and things, and actually it was a cross-border situation potentially because of where they actually were. And she remembered, she was like, oh my God, we were rushing to get to the airport and one of the kids' backpacks was still in the car when it was nicked, and guess what was in the backpack? An Apple AirTag, as in a tracker. An actual tracker. So she went on her phone and she could track where her stolen car was on her phone. And she was literally able to give this information to the police, who, in time, didn't all happen in the matter of moments, obviously, retrieved her car. Because at a certain point they'd been rushing, they'd forgotten something, the bag had been left in the car. It turned out, this bag being left in the car, the rush to the airport, them being, disorganised or whatever, or lastminute.com, that actually got them the car back because they're really lucky and everything always works out for them. And she was like, I couldn't believe it. I just said to myself, you could have been spiralling. You could have been stressing out. Am I ever going to get this car back? It's nicked. What am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. But this, like, cool, calm approach of I'm not choosing suffering in this. I'm choosing a different way. And that calm collectedness helped her to get this realisation that they could actually track and trace this car themselves, and they got the car back. They got the car back against all odds. I don't know how long it had been nicked, but they got it back, and it wasn't even in the same country. They tracked it over the border and there it was. I want you to, like, it's a totally different energy. I'm getting AirTags. Honestly, they are complete genius. They are my favourite thing. We've got them on the cat, we've got them on the dog, we've got them on bags, keys, all over the place. Kids' bags, inside. They are absolute genius. So everybody go out and buy some AirTags, and Apple can thank me later. But what it got me thinking about was, so the thing with the hotel where it's all worked out perfectly, the thing with the car being nicked where it's all worked out. There are so many occasions where we're presented with, like, an obstacle, a challenge, an absolute shitstorm, and all we can think is, oh my God, this is a nightmare. What am I going to do? And actually, there's a different way of viewing it. Now, if you want a book about this, my recommendation is Zen and the Art of Happiness. Basically, that is the concept. Hi, Kate. How are you doing it? How are you doing? Charlotte says my mom has it on her cat. I know, right? The cat literally, where is it? She's got one on. And you can get like really cool collars and things now for dogs that actually slide them inside. We've got it dangling like a pendant on Buddy. You know, there was another client of mine. Oh, the sun's coming out. There was another client of mine, and she had recorded a workshop. She'd recorded a workshop. There'd been people there live, but there were people due to come to it later on as well, like wanting to watch the recording afterwards. She recorded it. She got to the end. She pressed some buttons. The whole thing fucking disappeared. She was like, oh my God, I absolutely nailed that. And it's just poof, disappeared, gone. And then she said to herself, I'm really lucky and everything works out for me. And she just let it go instead of stressing about it, being pissed off with herself, like calling herself like, you know, you're an idiot, you're stupid, why didn't you do this, you should have X, Y, and Z. She just released it and said, I'm really lucky everything works out. What if, you know, I'm meant to redo it again at another time, and like my perfect dream client is on that call? What if I get to do it another time and it's even better and different revelations come through and somebody else connects with me and blah, 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 blah. I'm really lucky and everything always works out for me. Life is happening for you, not to you. Like, actually, when you think of it in those terms, it's such a much more empowered energy. It's like I am in control and I have a choice in every single moment. Now, what happened? 2 or 3 hours later, she got a notification and it had actually recorded. There was just some like slow glitch in the system and it came through. She could have spent the following 2 hours, you know, bad-mouthing herself, saying this, saying that, calling it a disaster and all the rest of it, but she chose not to. She was like, I'm really lucky, everything works out for me, it's all going to be fine. You've got a choice in every single moment. I've told this story before and I remember, you know, it won't be unfamiliar to a lot of you, but when we were looking to move from England for our first move abroad, we currently live in Paris. Look at how lusciously sunny it is today. We currently live in Paris. We've lived in the Middle East, in Sharjah, next door to Dubai. We've also obviously lived in the UK, and that UK move to Switzerland we've lived in Switzerland, and the move from the UK to Switzerland was our first move abroad. And we said to ourselves, we didn't have a destination. We said we would go wherever the universe took us. We said, we'll go wherever the universe took us. Oh, hiya, Ash. You all right, darling? Hi, Di. And in that process, it was, you know, it's not an enjoyable process when you are, let's be honest, like looking for houses, changing jobs. Don't they say that like the most stressful things in life are something like divorce, moving house, death, and like, you know, changing jobs and shit like that? And basically we were throwing all these into the mix. And the mix, because my work, I can pick it up and move and live anywhere in the world. I am not location specific. As a doula for 13 years, there are pregnant people everywhere. As a coach, I can do it online, I can do it in person. I'm coming to London this weekend. I get on the Eurostar from Paris. Like, everything is an option. But when you're a teacher in a school, it's location specific. And so what we were looking at was, well, where is the location for Keith's job? And we said there were places that we really wanted to live and some places that we didn't. And the whole process was not a short one. And there were times when Keith got right to the end of a process at a job in a location that we really were like, oh my God, that's where we're going to live. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. We were getting excited. You know, we were like, it is actually happening. This thing that we've been manifesting for the last 2 years is happening. And then there'd be a knockback and he didn't get the job. You know, he was pipped at the post. And I can remember at the time there was one particular one And he got down to the last one, and they did really like dick him about in terms of like telling him. It was really long, it was really drawn out. He'd flown out to Dubai, you know, the whole thing had been a really grueling process, and then he didn't get the job at the last minute, and he was absolutely gutted, totally gutted. And I remember I was about to be like all Lisa about it and be like, life's not happening to us, it's happening for us, you know. And he said, not now. Not now. I just need a minute. I just need to be disappointed and sad. And what I want to say to that is, you get to feel all the feels. You get to feel all the feels. But if, when you move through that, you can see that life is happening for you and not to you, and that in that moment, perhaps there's something else, something bigger, something even better coming as a result of this obstacle, this challenge, this bump in the road, you will move through it in a way that feels so much easier, and you will be in a completely different frequency for what happens next. And it wasn't immediate, but not many weeks after that, we were stood overlooking Lake Geneva in, I'm going to say, I've always said that Switzerland is the most beautiful place that I've ever been. Like, for natural beauty, there's nowhere else. Sicily is very, very close. Sicily is a very, very, very close runner for either second place, maybe even first. The jury's out. But basically, standing there, looking and thinking, this is why that had to happen like that. That disappointment, that challenge, that knockback, that rejection, call it what you will, it had to happen for us to end up here. It was part of it. It's like sliding doors, you know. Another book recommendation, if you're still reading books over the summer, the Midnight Library. It's all about the different choices that you've got in life, and it's really, really amazing. So, Zen and the Art of Happiness, tiny little book. Can't remember the author. I'll post it on the comments in a minute. And the Midnight Library for a fiction one. But for something such a simple philosophy as saying to yourself in every challenging moment, I'm really lucky and everything always works out for me, you will move through life with so much more ease, knowing that life's happening for you, not to you. So that's what I wanted to share. I am so excited for Saturday. I am a little quieter on here at the moment for that reason, because I am prepping, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I've got the most incredible activation, and we are having a cacao ceremony. There are activations, there is somatic work, there is going to be breath work, there's going to be visualizations, hypnosis, there is going to be like journaling, there is going to be dancing, singing, ecstatic, like fun. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and those people are going to get to absolutely pour into themselves for the whole day, and if you're coming for the weekend, for even longer, because we're going out for dinner together on the Friday night, and then on Sunday morning, before I jump on the Eurostar back to Paris, I'm going to have morning coffee with anybody that's around. There's one more space for Courageous as Fuck. This is for you if you want a rocket up your arse, if you want to view life and your business through a completely different lens, if you want to stretch out of your comfort zone, knowing that when you do that, you have capacity to do so much more in life, in business, across the board. And one of the conversations and the themes that have been coming up today in my calls is, in the work that people have been doing on their businesses, they have seen the transformation in their lives. One of my one-to-one clients said to me today, I'm just a less stressed out person. I'm just a happier person overall. And that makes my heart sing. So if you fancy it, send me a DM. I'll tell you if it's any good for you. It's not for everybody, this, but if I know you, I'll know if it's a good fit for you, because it's going to be deep work, it's going to be transformative work, and you are going to go away feeling courageous as fuck. All right, my darlings, have an amazing rest of your day. The sun is going back in a little bit. I think you're fantastic. DM me if you fancy it. Lots of love. Ciao. Bye.